Hi, this is Venkatesh once again, another episode of Venkato Music. So, we will continue with the last topic that we spoke about, that is on mindset. So, mindset is something which outlines our perceptions. Mindsets established set of attitude held by someone. So, why am I keeping on talking about mindset? Is something because this is a basic of understanding how it can help us to change. So I will keep referring this book on mindset by Carol Dweck, which illustrates how accomplishment in school, work, sports, arts, and almost every area of human endeavor can be intensely influenced by how we contemplate our talents and abilities. So by this time, you should be thinking, okay, maybe I have talking too much about talents and abilities. Yes, talents and abilities are something which we all need to understand much more in detail. So coming back to mindset, mindset is nothing else but a thought, belief, which actually shapes habits. The habit affect how we think, what we feel, and what we do. Since they are related to mindset, it helps me to understand attitude and belief. So last video I spoke about two types of mindset. One is a growth mindset and a fixed mindset. So this time I will talk about both with one example each. So let me start with a negative one first. So have you seen an elephant tied to a fixed place with a small rope? Majority of us would have seen it. Okay. So elephants are very huge animal, but it is surprising always why they are tied to a small rope and that to their front leg. No chains, no cages, nothing is there. Okay, it is apparent that they can at any point of time break away from their shackles, but for some purpose they do not. So this parable is about how elephants have fixed mindset. It is basically nothing else but elephants are tied to a place when they are very small. Okay. And when they are small, obviously they will require a smaller rope, okay, which will be much smaller in size also. So what happens is at this age, when they get tied to a rope and at a fixed place, they feel that this rope is binding on them. Okay. They are conditioned to believe that they cannot break away. They believe that the rope can keep them paralyzed. So they at any point of time will not try to break free from the shackles. So it is not astounding that these animals can break free anytime because the rope is after all a rope. Okay. The same thing happens to us also. We are also stuck because of that rope. The rope is there in our mind. So we feel that we are stuck of our growth in our life because of this small rope. So each one of us can relate to this parable and a sense of having such misconceptions since childhood. Like elephants, many of us grow holding on to belief that we cannot do it. And as we have tried it earlier, we have failed also. So over time, we begin to think of ourselves as incapable, not doing any specific things, and start accepting it as a reality and bound ourselves to a very narrowed world. So internally, we start contemplating that we had tried this earlier, it did not work out, there's no point in repeating, wasting time, energy. So we should always try to look good and at any time do not want to appear incompetent, giving rise to shrinking of capabilities. So we look for an external cocoon to find solace within. So can we start this as a process of elimination? We need to visualize failures as stepping stone of success. So which prompts us to begin responding positively with a sense of gratification that we did try, we failed, but that is actually stepping stone to success. So let me also quote another example, which I said about positive mindset. So this is about Shamu the killer whale. Okay, and how the trainer gets the killer whale to jump more than 25 feet above the water level over a rope and dives its head back into the water. Okay. So this interesting book talks about simple steps broken with a type of rope which is actually initially tied below the surface of the water at the bottom, allowing the whale to swim beneath it. The trainer starts ignoring the whale if it starts swimming below the rope and duly rewards it when it manages to tide above it. As a measure of positive reinforcement, the trainer feeds the whale with fish. It is termed as a whale done approach. So it's a book called as Whale Done. It's a very interesting book. If you get hands onto it, please read it. The whale later begins to correlate an analogy between the rope and the food they receive as a bait. So conditioning of the mind happens. So the whale swims over the rope more often gradually. So the trainers keep raising the rope. So as they know that below the rope, if they swim, they will not get fish. They have to swim above the rope. The trainers, in fact, keep raising the bar of the rope, which is actually unnoticed by the whale. After its minds become conditioned, the whale does its voila act and jumps every time over the rope. So do not bound yourself to a small world. Stop limiting yourself to a life that is constrained. Break free of your mental restrictions and enlarge out of this beautiful empire that we live. Thank you very much.